Here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new, welcome. Grab a seat, stay a while. But do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you are one of the regulars here, well, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment, because YouTube does love those comments. And of course, share this video out on all social media. Socials, Instagram, X, down below in the description. And again, check out the link to that Joker voice merch stuff. Get yourself some pretty cool things. Okay, so in 2018, the WWE came out with a premium live event called Evolution. This was not a reference to the faction Evolution. This was a all-female match card premium live event. Now, the event itself was okay for what it was, but this was still the booking of Vince McMahon. So, yeah. Now, fast forward to this year, 2025, and it appears that the WWE is looking to revisit this concept around the 4th of July weekend. I personally think now is the best time for this type of event based on the current WWE main roster along with the roster of NXT. So I want to look at how I would plan out this event card and see how it might play out.
This is gonna be good.
Now, when I look at all three brands of the WWE, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, we have 7 championship titles, which you could realistically do a Women's Night of Champions 7-match card full premium live event. So I'm going to look at the current landscape of who's holding titles now. Again, a lot can change in real time with injuries and whatnot. But looking at the current landscape of what a post-WrestleMania scenario might be. Now, we're going to start with the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Now, these are currently held by the members of the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. To be quite honest, these titles don't do much on the main roster. But since these titles float and the champions can go from Raw to SmackDown to NXT and all throughout the shows, I think this would be a great time to include main roster and NXT bout and bring up for this event the NXT team of Zarya and Sol Ruca.
That's not bad.
Now, staying with NXT, we're going to look at the 2 titles for the women there, which coincidentally, as of this past Tuesday, are both held by the same person, and that is the Dark Angel, Stephanie Vaquer. So we're going to start with the Women's North American Championship. Now, again, Stephanie being a double champion, I would see her probably vacating this title and WWE doing what they like to do, have a tournament to determine who will become the new Women's North American Champion. So you could have the finals of this tournament culminate at this event, and I could really see a final between Jada Parker and Jordan Grace. I think that'd be kind of neat.
Well, you're not wrong.
And now that leaves the NXT Women's Championship, which, with the proposed date in July 4th, she drop the title to go take care of some injuries. We should be back by this time. Absolutely, just run it back. Have the Dark Angel versus Beautiful Madness, Julia, for the NXT Women's Championship.
Oh my god. Yes.
Now, this is going to move us over now to the main roster titles, and we're going to start with the mid-card championships. Let's look over on Smackdown at the Women's United States Championship, and right now, this is around the waist of Chelsea Green, which, to be quite honest, she seems to be in just a bit of a creative limbo.
That is true.
Now, everything current seems to be leading to a betrayal and the inevitable confrontation between Chelsea Green and her would soon be former best friend, Piper Niven.
Sure, why not?
Now, moving over to Raw, and we have the Women's Intercontinental title and the current champion, which is Lyra Valkyria. Like over on SmackDown, this title needs some excitement. It needs some story. It needs some injection of life. So I say, let's rekindle an old NXT rivalry and feud. And for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, we have current champion Lyra Valkyria versus Prodigy Roxanne Perez.
Now we're talking.
And now we're at the pinnacle, the peak, the top titles for the WWE Women. Let's kick this off with the Women's World Championship. And in my fantasy booking, I have the Genius of the Sky, Iyo Sky, retaining her title at WrestleMania 41 and holding on to it going into this event. Now, I could easily see a one-on-one matchup with one of her WrestleMania opponents, which would be a rematch of the banger match that these two women had from Backlash in 2023, only the roles being reversed, with Iyo Sky as the champion versus the challenger, the EST of the WWE, Bianca Belair.
Yes! 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 Yes!
I'm not going to lie, so far this is sounding like a really good show. And of course, the main event should be for the top prize, and that is the WWE Women's Undisputed Championship. This title is at the Tiffy top for WWE Women, and it is being held on Tiffy time by the current WWE Women's Champion, Buff Barbie, Tiffany Stratton. Obviously, I've got Tiffany retaining post-WrestleMania because if WWE is serious about making new stars, Tiffany Stratton goes over and retains the title over Charlotte Flair.
That's a fact.
But just like Charlotte, Tiffany is going to need an opponent of this type of stature for this main event. Luckily, when she was in NXT, she did have such a feud. So I could see another member of the Four Horsewomen as a challenger for Tiffany Stratton. And that would be the man, Becky Lynch.
Perfection.
Now, of course, all of this and even more topics, if you want to hear more about that, tune in Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on this channel. Of course, I'm talking about Wednesday night is overbooked. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that. And we'll see you folks all very soon. Hope you had a great week. Have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. Always have fun. Keep talking. Keep smiling. Until next time, toodles.
I'd say you better subscribe or we'll bash in some skulls, right?